cannot demonize our own. Yes. We are the pillars of the family. Yes. Imagine this, a nation that is set up with individual families that are thriving, that are healthy, that communicate, that raise their children in love, have a better rate of becoming better human beings. That's it. And that's what we need to create. Facts. Black men, it starts with you. Hey, it's done, man. We can't be trusted no more. We have to be better.
Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is? Yes. Talk to you guys about making sure we're not disenfranchising the black woman. Hey, if you're returning to the channel, you already know what to do, okay? You got the minerals, and for those of you who are new to the channel, do yourself a favor. Click on the like, the share, and the subscribe button, and make sure you click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads, baby. Alright, listen, so talking about the disenfranchisement of a black woman. So we've been seeing so much work being done, and we thank God for Black Lives Matter, where it's been pushing, making sure our black brothers are being heard, and making sure that we're fighting for the lives of our black brothers. There is something we need to talk about though, and there's something within our community that we need to address, okay? And that is our disparity of energy when it comes to protecting our black women. John Boyega said it best. That's why I put him in the video in the beginning. We need to protect our black women, all right? And something that's been on my mind for a long time, one of the things is our music, okay? Our music, okay, I love it. No, listen, the way our energy is, the way we wave, and look at the way I look at the way of the road. You know what I'm saying? I like our trap music, I like our hip hop, I like our gospel, I like all the genres that come into it. You know what I mean? R&B and all them things there, soul, you know what I'm saying? I love all of them things there. All right, cool. What I don't like at the moment is not a particular genre, but a particular content that I don't like. I don't like the content where it is very much misogyny, chauvinistic, very sexist, and then very also negative in the way that it prescribes or describes, and depicts women, okay, within our community. When we're calling women bitches and hoes, okay, I've already said this about the linguistical reasoning for why people speak of women in a certain way is to promote a certain behavior. All right, when we put women on our videos, our music videos, half naked, okay, the reason and the objective of doing so is to sexualize and objectify the woman. So now when other men are looking at women, they sexualize and they objectify. And so what we're seeing in our community is that we're not promoting healthy behaviors within our community. And this is something that's happening in our community. I can't talk for anybody else, but when I look at other kind of music, I struggle to see the other communities of racial color doing videos that their women are on flaunt so much. You understand? And I'm not just talking about clothing. I'm talking about the exploitation of them. You know what I mean? So I don't see it as much. That's not to say that the industry itself, musical industry, which I already told you guys, run by the devil anyway, so to be honest, he's going to do what he's going to do. I don't see as much there. But when I look at some of our rap, for instance, and again, I'm not talking about the genre itself, I'm talking about the fact, the content of what comes out of it, where it talks about women as being bitches and hoes, and you know, you can go F yourself, I don't care about you, you know what I'm saying, and basically dehumanizing a woman. What happens is then men start looking at women as they are dehuman, and then act like the dehuman. This is why often as well, the music obviously is a truth of what people are experiencing, I get you, but they also are pushing a narrative into people's minds when they grow up. I remember I had a first girlfriend, and I used to just always joke, say, you're a little bitch, innit? A little hoe, innit? You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why I was saying it, but it's because it was fun to say, because obviously, not that I believe you're a bitch or hoe, by the way. I didn't believe that. This is when I was like 17. I didn't believe that she was a bitch or hoe. I really didn't. But I just kept on saying it because it was the music I was listening to at the time, and that was the influence. And so, I remember one time she pulled me up. It was like, why you keep calling me a bitch and a hoe? I was like, babe, you know I don't mean it. You know I don't mean it. I'm just joking around with you. But she said, no, but it makes me feel degraded. It makes me feel bad. Like, why are you calling me that? Like, why are you calling your woman that? And the reason why is because, again, we have been loaded and programmed as well to think in a certain way that even naturally the words that come out of our mouth are being programmed. Do you understand? And they're coming out consciously, even though it's subconscious, the work that's being done. And so I'm saying for our community, the music that we're producing, listen, I know that we have violence and killing and da-da-da-da-da-da. I know all those things happen. But it seems like we're just, the music is not helping our situation. You understand? When we talk about women and sexually objectify women, and then women, you two are dancing to the music, you are accepting what's happening. Let's be freaking real now. Let's be freaking real. Some of the songs that we hear, they're bangers. Let me not be real. They're bangers. The words that you're using are not even innuendos no more. Now they're so harsh. They are so real, so out there, you know, that it becomes, it's not even a parable no more. It's just straight in your face. And that's what I love about Jesus. He said, listen, for those who have ears will hear, innit? So I say it in a parable form, innit? Do you get me? But I say it truthfully to those who obviously know. It's like, look, some things just need to have an illusion of. I think that's why I think a lot of times, sometimes I struggle with the new age of music now compared to the 90s. Look, the 90s, yeah, they were saying just as much sexual things. Just as much, yeah? But there seemed to be a theme of love in there, you know, and a bit of respect in there and how they would approach women. But also there was a lot of sexual stuff that was going on in songs, yeah? Yeah, and there was a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? But when you get songs like, can we talk for a minute? 'Cause girl, I want to know your name. Can we... Oh, that note was off. Alright, listen, don't worry about it. Boom. But you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We don't get songs like that no more. Yeah? We're getting songs like, you know, F this, F that hoe. You know, I want to make us my dick. Like, and stuff like that. You like, think to yourself, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, bro, this is what was not happening before, but we're seeing it now. And it's conditioning a certain thought. It's conditioning a certain way of living. It's conditioning a certain process of mindset. But that was me just dropping the bat straight away. You understand? Let me talk about some real things within our community. Black men need to realize their privilege within our community and utilize it well. If you're going to talk about white people having a privilege, okay, and using it well, you too, as a black male, must know your privilege over black women. And this is empty. So, you too, as a black male, must know your privilege over a black woman and utilize it well. Protect our sisters. Keep in mind, their hearts are not there to be trounced upon. Their hearts are not a container for your rubbish. Their hearts are not a container for your abysmal introspective behavior where you're lacking to slow down and actually figure out who are you. You know what I'm saying? Their hearts are not a container for your hurt and pain. Sir, please get it together. Get it together. Like, get it together. Like, come on. Like, let's slow down, okay? And let's start processing what's going on. Hey, do you know what? I've been hurt by certain things. I need to process what's going on. I need to validate my feelings. I need to say to myself, my feelings are okay to have. I need to say to myself, crying doesn't make me weak. I need to understand as well, listen, me not having some great relationships with certain people is hurting me. Let me sit down and process my feelings and validate myself that, hey, these feelings are okay to have. Do you understand? Let's start doing that, like, because we're inflicting pain onto our black women, and then you start cussing them. Another thing as well, if you're gonna date out the race, I don't mind. Why do you need to cuss them before you leave? I don't get it. You're cussing them, why? Because you're treating that woman like a dirt and a pan, and I don't get it. But I get it, but I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I understand the psychology of it, which is that you are trying to displace your feelings of her onto that woman, but for you to label, stereotype that black women are all like this, they're loud, they're ghetto, you know what I'm saying, they don't submit, you know, they're all rude, you know what I'm saying, they just wear other people's hair. But you know the situation. You know the society that we're in. You know the pressures that we're under. You know the things that we're facing. So you can't tell me that you don't know what's coming at the black woman and why you can't understand certain behaviors. Do you understand? Like, just as much as she's aggressive, you're aggressive. White people look at you both the same. White people are looking at black people and black men and black women as exactly the same. They look at women as being aggressive, angry black women, and they look at the man as an aggressive mandingo. So you're on the same boat. So what you're trying to do is trying to cascade the black woman to make yourself look more whiter, and it's not working, bro. You don't need to cuss the black woman to date another person out of your race. If you want to date someone out of your race, go date them. Go and date them. Be free. Let yourself go and enjoy it. But don't need to cascade the black women. You understand? It's time for us as black males, well, like I said, to not invalidate our feelings and to stop letting pride become a suit of armor for us, like Iron Man. Okay? Because what the suit does is it protects you from outside forces, but it doesn't deal with what's inside. You got heart issues. Okay, and you need to deal with those heart issues, because what's going to happen is you're going to inflict those dangers. The Bible says that it's not what goes into a man that defiles him, it's what comes out of him. So it's what you're doing that's defiling you, yeah? And so we need to be able to have, look, if you need therapy, search out therapy. Like, don't let the world tell you that a strong black man is someone who ignores the signs that he's in pain, that ignores the signs that he's got wounds, that ignores the signs that he's got cuts all over him and needs actual healing from these things. Let's not be that generation. Let's stand up and actually say, hey, I need to do the work. Actually, hey, I need to review myself. Hey, I need to introspectively look at myself and say, these behaviors are not great. Yeah? Don't run into a brick wall and the brick wall stunts your running. Then you suddenly realize when you're 30, 40, oh, you know what? I had a epiphany. Because the sisters are getting hurt in the process. Do you understand? We need to start being safe spaces, which means we need to start learning. Black men need to start being safe spaces. We need to start learning about sexual violence. We need to start learning about rape culture and locker room talk. Okay, we need to start learning about how our behaviors are contributing towards a rape culture. Now, it's gonna sound painful towards your ears, because you probably think to yourself, no. But there is myths as well which we need to destroy. When you say that the girl went to that person's house, that's why she got raped. No. Rape doesn't. Listen, rape here is one of those things where it's not someone jumping out the bush. You understand? It's often done in the subtleties of the person knows somebody. Many of our sisters in the black race have been. You see that you speak to any of them have been assaulted by another male. Black male, oftentimes grabbing their bum, grabbing their breast, grabbing a part of their body that they shouldn't be grabbing, that they're not comfortable with. They might have been abused by an uncle, a family friend, a brother, or cousin, or someone in the family towards that. And so that's another aspect of things. There's so many different things that go into this, like when we're talking about abuse and stuff. So these are the sisters in the black race, and we need to start looking after them. We need to start being safe spaces. We need to start training ourselves so we can have these educated conversations and stop being ignorant, and stop using I guess using them as a platform to stand upon their neck and say, I don't want to deal with our issues within our community, so I'm going to go elsewhere. Because that's also what I'm seeing as well. I don't want to deal with the issues of the black women in our community, so you go elsewhere to avoid the pain. But listen, that doesn't stop the process. Okay, that doesn't stop the process. Whatever you don't deal with, your children will end up dealing with. Whatever you don't deal with, your children will end up dealing with. So I just want to put it out there, I want our black women to thrive. In this season where we're seeing black men thriving, I've seen our black men, we're seeing justice come for them. We want to see black women thriving. And so black males, we have a job to do, okay? It's to protect, it's to serve our black females. Now, if you don't want to date black, that's different. I'm not cussing you for saying that. I'm not cussing you for that. Go and do what you got to do. But I'm saying for us as black fellas who are going to be dating black women, let's make sure that we're going to be a role model, not only for them, but for our daughter. Don't play dumb and then be like, oh, I suddenly get it when I have a daughter that I need to behave correctly. That's dumb. Like, don't do that. That's not the proper behavior. Come on, let's fix up. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for the notification of uploads, baby. You already know what it is, baby. You already know what it is.